Okay, I just want to do a little update on Nate. He's not having the best day today. He's got some issues, but he's still here. But the reason I'm making the video is I wanted to show how to make the little concoction with molasses, baking soda, and water. And I wanted to clarify a few things and how I nearly have cost my dog his life from being lazy. So I want to show that to you. This video is for information purposes only. This is not medical advice to cure or treat any disease. Use at your own risk. Hey guys and gals, Homestead Prepper. Okay, this I guess is going to be a part 3 about Nate, how I cured his cancer. And again, before I get into this, I want to give all praise and glory to our Savior Jesus Christ, Son of the living God. Guys, I have almost made a fatal mistake on Nate, and I want to share that with you, and I want to clarify how I make this this molasses, baking soda, and water mixture. And I left out a key component, you know, through laziness. So I want to share that with you. So let's get into it. Okay, a lot of people have been asking me about the measurements and how this stuff is made and everything. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is, of course I got it tilted, but it's 8 ounces of water, which in the metric world, that's about 240 milliliters, okay, of water. Now this is not tap water. This is filtered well water that I put through our Berkey. And what we do is we're going to put that in there. 8 ounces of water, or 240 milliliters if I'm doing my math right. I know it's a little less than 240 milliliters for you people out there who are perfectionists. And then I have some of this molasses right here. You want to make sure you get the stuff that has a lot of carbs in it. The carbs is the sugars. Sugars, 15 grams. You want it high in that. Okay, and what I've got here is I've got, well, you can't see it, but I guess that's about 60 milliliters, or it's about 2 ounces. Okay, so we're going to heat this water up here, and let's get that water nice and hot, guys. And I want to say up front, that was where I made the mistake. I was being lazy, and Nate's tumor went away, if you saw the first video, and I was putting him on a maintenance of, you know, giving him the molasses, baking soda, and water and chicken 3 or 4 times a week, every other day. And then he had a tumor pop up on his back here recently, and let me show that to you. And the tumor kept getting bigger, and he started staggering. And I'm like, well, you know, and I upped the dosage of what I was doing. I was like up to 4 times a day, and it wasn't doing anything. So let me see if I can find that video. If you can see that, that's Nate, and he's having a hard time there on the back of our property. He's staggering, and like I said, I was very concerned about him. Well, he finally got out, but this is I don't know, we can look at the date on this. Details is August the 3rd. Okay, so he started having that problem, and then I noticed he started getting this thing on his back, which this picture I'm going to show you is here after he's already started the proper treatment. And my failure, guys, was I was not heating the water. If you don't heat the water up, the baking soda does not combine molecularly, or however it works, with the molasses, and then the cancer doesn't recognize it, doesn't see it, doesn't do anything. So this is, I mean, it's not a real good picture here. This is a better picture. But if you can see that little tumor right there at the base of his spine, and now I did not have this biopsied, okay, but it got big fast, okay. And this is actually after he's had, I think this was, I started the treatment on August the 27th. Well, I won't say the treatment. I started the proper treatment on August the 27th. I think that was a Saturday night, where I had a revelation. I prayed to God and asked Him, it worked before, why isn't it working now? And then it hit me. I wasn't heating the water. I was doing it lazy and just putting it cold in there and mixing it up. And it fizzed up and everything. But let me just show you these pictures here. So, you know, that's something else. All right. So that was that day. This here you can see where it has shrunk. You can see it looks like it's dying right there. It's not anything like it looked in the last frame. And let's look at the details on that. And we can see that is September 12th. So you can look at the date on that. So anyway, it is having an effect. And then I want to show you just now, which I don't know when I'll post this video here, when I can get to it, but I just took a picture of him, and this is just now, and you can see that tumor is almost gone, and that's after a little over 3 weeks. Yeah, there's some evidence it was there, but it's nothing like it was before, guys. And I didn't get any pictures of it originally, but it was as big as my thumb, the tip of my thumb. So if you do the mixture here, like I'm going to show you, I think you're going to have some success. And don't be lazy. And I've got the water boiled. Now, you don't have to boil it. You can stick it in the microwave. It's just got to be hot, okay? It's got to be hot. You know what, guys, to get that out of there, I'm going to pour a little of this in there. Get that molasses out of there. You know. Normally I just kind of guesstimate the 2 ounces, but I wanted to show you the measurement. That molasses is pretty sticky. Okay, we got that like that. So I'll get the rest out of that later. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, I'm going to cut the heat. And this is Arm & Hammer baking soda. There's nothing special about it. And this is a teaspoon, okay? I think there's about 5 milliliters in a teaspoon for you metric folks out there. And this is a heaping teaspoon of baking soda. And we put that in there. And it wants to overflow, of course. It's never done that before. Anyway, you want to cook that down. Alright guys, I'm never going to be a Julia child, okay? So, anyway, you just want to mix that in there and be ready for it to overflow. But, like I said, that heat apparently combines the molasses with the baking soda, and it somehow, when the cancer eats the sugar, it takes that baking soda back to the nest. If you do it cold, it doesn't take it back there, and it doesn't work. Okay, I can tell you from personal experience, it will not work. So, anyway, let's pour a little of this in here and get all of that molasses out of there. Okay guys, I wish the video was a little better, but okay. Anyway, if you're going to do this in the microwave, like I said, that water has to be like 120, 130 degrees, and probably boiling is going to get it to mix the most. But anyway, I've been doing this for Nate, and you just saw the results, and I showed you the dates of the photographs, and that tumor is going away, okay? And it came on him fast, and it got big fast. So, okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is let that cool off, and then I'm going to put this in a mason jar and put it in the refrigerator. So, anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. A vital component is heat, and if you don't put heat in there and you're lazy, you could be giving this to your dog and you're not going to get any good results. You get results, but they won't be ones you want. So, okay, well, I hope you found this helpful. Okay, guys, I'm going to make a double batch of this stuff here. Normally I do a double batch, but being that I was making a video, I wanted to show that to you. But anyway, I want to show you how I normally do it. I don't, pull out the measuring cup for the molasses and everything. But anyway, I still use 8 ounces of water, which is 1 cup or about 240 milliliters. We'll pour that in there. And we'll let that get heated up. Okay, guys, we got it boiling. We're gonna cut the heat to it, and I'm gonna. Now, what I normally do, like I said, is 2 ounces, or I guess that's about 60 milliliters. Is I just kind of guesstimate and pour it in there. If you want to be more precise, you can use the measuring cup. Anyway, that's approximately 2 ounces right there. That stuff's very tasty. I'll put a little bit more in there. Alright, and then we're going to mix it. Give it a little more heat. Clean my spoon. Okay, guys, I was on camera okay here, and I kind of got away from myself, but what I normally do is get that heaping teaspoon right there, and if you just put a little bit in there at a time, it won't overflow like crazy. Just let that cook down, and yeah, take it off that heat right there. But anyway, like I said, the heat, I think, is that all the components are important, but if you leave the heat out, it's not going to be effective. It's not going to do what it needs to do. Okay. Get that stirred down. Okay, and there you have it, guys. Just let that cook down. And you can see I've already got my first batch right here. It's cooling off. I don't want to stick it. I keep it in the refrigerator, but I don't want to stick it in there super hot. Let this stuff cool down. But anyway, it's pretty simple, and it's I guess it's like a chemotherapy. It's really just chemicals, but some of them are organic. Well, I guess they're all organic if they have carbon in them, huh? Except for the water. But anyway, so we get that cooked down. And guys, if you do this in the microwave, you want this temperature, like I said, to be around 120, 130 degrees or hotter. And I think in the metric world, that's probably around 50 degrees Celsius or hotter. So that would be my guess. Okay, well there we go, guys. That's how I do it, and like I said, one batch doesn't make a whole lot. Oh, and a lot of people have been asking about the dosage. This is a tablespoon, and this is a teaspoon, and there are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon, and this is 5 milliliters. This is 15 milliliters for you metric people out there. So, you know, Nate was about 50 pounds or so, and I was giving him, I don't know, probably an ounce, you know, which would be about 2 of these tablespoons, you know, because I think an ounce is 29.57 milliliters, something like that, almost 30. So if you had a dog about half his size, I'd probably give him 1 tablespoon. But really, guys, in the scope of things, if the dog can handle it, you could give him 2 of these, you know, for a smaller dog, as long as it doesn't make him sick. I would consult your veterinarian about it. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. The other thing I wanted to say is, whenever I serve Nate his chemotherapy, or actually my wife and I, we call it barbecue sauce, you know, because we put it over his chicken, is I usually have a teaspoon of it myself. So, but that's me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a veterinarian. I'm not advising you or telling you to do anything, and I'm not selling anything. So I just wanted to share with you how I did this. And we can pour this in here. This is still hot, but we can you just go ahead and pour that in there and let it cool off. Okay, well there we go, guys. I hope that helped y'all out and clarified some questions. If you have any more questions, feel free. Homestead Prepper out.